好让你看。这是麒麟，这个是一个气，是妈妈的，跟妈妈麒麟。这个是一个小贝贝麒麟。我很喜欢麒麟。这是我老公的姐姐给我，在北京。这个麒麟，这个是一个独角麒麟。有一个独角麒麟，它有一个剑子，但是是破了。Not very good quality. It's broke. This is like a pearl or a ball. It's supposed to symbolize like luck or power, magic or something. Like very auspicious. And here, this gourd thing is supposed to symbolize like health and wealth, and especially health, like your good health. It's a kind of virtue. This here is a kind of like coin. It's supposed to like symbolize like money, wealth. Here is I have a scroll. It's supposed to symbolize like education, and like it can mean like a lot of different things. Here's like a present, like a gift, like a present. You can see that. Here we have like a fan to cool yourself down. Here is like a horn. Horns have like significance. Here's a kind of like instead of gold bars in ancient China, they made money shaped like this. This is a kind of gold bar. I think Qilin are supposed to be like Rui kind of gods, magical creatures, elementals, immortals, and so on. And sometimes they have like their body has like fire on it, like sometimes it's just feathers or fins, like fish fins. There's so many different styles. I love Qilin. This is a Dujiao Qilin. Because it's a unicorn. It's called Dujiao. Dujiao means like unicorn. Dujiao Qilin. This is like a first edition. This is by an artist, Pena. It's actually, some of the information on it is incorrect. This is blending art and science and the natural world. M. Pena takes the art of sculpture to a level never before seen in the craft. That's because she's really good. Drawing a lifelong study of animal behavior, anatomy, and three-dimensional art, she creates incredibly realistic, mythological creatures, powerful creatures possessing remarkable emotional warmth. That's about the artist. Here we go. It says extraordinary fine detail and anatomical accuracy of Pena's work results in sculptures so intriguing and lifelike they are without equal. Since 1984, museum-quality reproductions of M. Pena sculptures cast in natural mineral stone and hand-painted have been produced in North Hollywood, California studios. Now, I used to have some kind of pamphlet thing that talked about it, and they talked about it as Chinese, but yet they called it a Qilin. Now, Qilin is a Japanese pronunciation of the same exact word, and it actually comes from Chinese culture. So, it's actually called Qilin, but like that's in the Mandarin tongue. I know that different dialects might be pronouncing it differently, but that's just standard like Mandarin. This is actually what she called a lin, which is or I think she had it in the Japanese, which was rin. That's the male. And then she did the female as like less fluffy. But if you actually look at Chinese art, a lot of times they do have like these very curly kinds of hair. A lot of the gods and the elementals and so on, and fairies and things, especially the manly or masculine ones will have a lot of this. Which I think in Western culture we might see that as pretty or girly, but in the Eastern culture that's not the case. That's very like auspicious. Here we go, 独角. 独角兽in English is called unicorn. They have many different kinds of unicorns in Chinese. Right here, I also have like a dragon. In Chinese, it's called long. It's probably the highest of all, like, kind of gods, lucky gods, or elementals, or I guess you could also, there's probably several definitions you could define it, categorize it as. Some people might get offended by the term God. God, G-O-D with a little g, not G-O-D with a big G. Big difference. Some people might get really upset about that. So don't get upset, just forget I said anything. Here we go, he has like a pearl. I don't know if you can see that. It's heavy! Dragons are said to have pearls and they're lucky. Either they have pearls in their mouth, or they carry a pearl in their mouth, or their mouth is made of pearl or something like that. It's supposed to have some kind of significance. I think it changes like dynasty to dynasty and region to region. And there's no one definitive term or whatever. This was actually I got for Anthrocon to sell it. Everybody loved it, but nobody could quite afford it. So I've had it ever since. I don't think I could sell it now because I don't have the packaging, like the box to package it. But I think if I sent it, it might get broken. It probably would get broken. So this one is staying with me. I've always liked Qilin for probably even since like middle school, before nobody really even knew what that was. And a lot of books in English, they write it in the Wade Giles Chinese, which is like extinct. I think the only place where they actually use Wade Giles Chinese is maybe in Taiwan and places in maybe Hong Kong or Singapore, but people don't speak it. They just use it for like written purposes, like the name of the building or something, or for their name or whatever. But nobody actually uses Wade Giles. It's pretty much extinct. It's like dead, done. The standard now is Mandarin, also called Putonghua, also called Hanyu, Zhongwen, Zhongyu, Huayu, Pekingese. I think some people might understand that. Pekingese, they probably might not understand if I said Mandarin. Depends, some people use different terminology. A lot of whatever I'm just talking about is actually on Wikipedia, and some people might argue against that as a good source of information, but it does have a lot of information. And it's constantly being updated and edited and whatever. And I've seen that expand and grow over just the past like year and a half too, so. But yeah, a lot of people, because it's spelled with a Q, Q-I, Qi, and L-I-N, Lin. Sometimes people pronounce Lin as Ling, and that's considered also correct. But I think there's no real one definitive answer or way to say anything, because Chinese language is sort of like a living language. It's not like a phonetic language, like in Western languages it's written a certain way and it's spoken a certain way, whereas Chinese isn't a phonetic language. It's like a symbol language, or like almost like a glyph or hieroglyph kind of language, where it's picture writing or symbol writing, and different people would pronounce each symbol differently. So a lot of times people will still write to me they'll write Qilin, they'll write Q-U-I. So I don't know, we're like not speaking the same language or something. So that's all I have to say about that. Yeah, but I really like Qilin, and I like unicorns, and I like dragons. And yeah, like I said, my actual like official Chinese given name is Qi. So the Qi is from Qilin. It's like